You notice tiny shifts before anyone else. A crooked frame, the tense shoulder, the tone change. This isn't a flaw. It's a pattern worth understanding, and it can be a real strength. Your phone buzzes, and you read the mood from one line. You feel the shift before the reply. Often that's attention doing its job. Your brain tracks small cues fast to keep social maps accurate. Rooms broadcast signals, posture, distance, silence. You're tuned to those low-volume channels. People vary in perceptual sensitivity. Research suggests some minds process subtle social cues more deeply. From your seat, a tiny detail jumps out. The picture is slightly off since yesterday. We all miss things when focus narrows. Your habit is scanning wider, which can be useful and tiring. On your desk, the mug ring is new. That tiny clue changes your read of the day. Sometimes noticing grows from experience. Unpredictable rooms teach steady scanning. It keeps you safe, and it's exhausting. For many, 3 roots show up: natural sensitivity, learned vigilance in shaky settings, and plain curiosity. None of these label you. They just explain why your radar is strong and how you can choose when to use it. Sometimes sensitivity looks like richer input. Faint sounds, textures, and micro-expressions land clearly. It's a normal temperament. Your mind processes signals more deeply, which helps with empathy and detail. Deeper processing means signals echo a little longer, so your brain integrates context before acting. That's great for careful decisions, and it asks for recovery time, quiet, breaks, softer lighting when possible. Your radar also wakes when you're curious. Questions pull details into focus without you trying. Research links curiosity to better learning and even stickier nearby details. Following interest can feel energizing. Attention is selective. Under load, humans miss obvious changes, even right in front of them. So your skill is context-dependent, helpful in calm focus, less reliable when rushed or flooded. When scanning is driven by threat, your body tells you tight shoulders, shallow breath, jumpiness, trouble settling. That's protective learning, not a flaw. It works, and it drains you when it never turns off. A gentle rule helps. Choose where your attention serves you, and let the rest pass by. You can narrow the channel for a while. One task, one person, one sense. Then reopen it on purpose. Attention steadies when inputs drop. Fewer pings, one tab, softer light, a quieter lane to think. Reducing load isn't avoidance. It frees bandwidth, so your noticing serves you instead of the noise. A simple cue helps. Phone face down means this channel can wait for a bit. Tiny rituals build habits. Clear start and stop points make shifting attention gentler. Let your eyes rest on something far away. Near-field details quiet for a moment. That small pause resets priority. Curiosity can return without chasing every microsignal. In a group, pick one anchor, one person to track, one thread to follow. You stay present, and your energy doesn't leak across every shifting cue. You are allowed to miss things. Attention is a choice, not a test you must ace. Let some cues pass. Important signals usually repeat when you're calmer. Longer exhales nudge your body toward rest. Parasympathetic settling and a steadier rhythm. Try a quiet minute of slow breathing, about 6 relaxed breaths. Then reopen attention on purpose. When you sense a mood shift, ask kindly, instead of silently decoding it. Checking your read protects relationships, and stops spirals your brain invents under uncertainty. Make a tiny top 3. Park the rest where you'll revisit later. Priorities turn noticing into action. Unranked details just hum in the background. On transit, choose one steady sound or quiet. Mask surprise cues with predictability. Your system trusts stable patterns. Then curiosity, not alarm, decides what matters next. At night, if scanning returns, treat it as guard mode visiting, not identity. Write one line, lengthen the exhale, darken the room. Fewer inputs, safer sleep. A warm mug break resets pace. Slow sips pair well with longer exhales. Short pauses prevent overload, so your next read is kinder and more accurate. After a reset, reopen attention by choice. Invite one bright detail to delight you. This is the gift. Noticing as appreciation, not constant defense. At work, your eye for small shifts catches risks and openings before they spread. Use it on purpose, One pass for detail, a second for meaning and priority. Set a good enough line for low-stakes tasks. Perfection taxes energy needed elsewhere. Save deep scanning for work that truly benefits. Let routine items ship calmly. Ask for conditions that help you notice well. Quieter table, fewer switches, clearer roles. Specific requests reduce friction and protect focus without blaming anyone. When pings stack, your radar tilts toward threat. That's overload talking, not failure. Trim inputs quickly. Silence alerts, step away, extend the exhale, then re-enter by choice. Follow one question you're curious about. It pulls useful details into focus. Jot one line and ignore side trails. Memory sticks better when interest leads. Notice the shift. You use choice to guide attention instead of reflex. That balance, appreciation plus rests, keeps the gift without the grind. When one small cue writes a whole story, add two neutral explanations before you decide. Testing possibilities slows the jump to conclusions and keeps relationships steadier. Give your mind a noise budget. Decide how much novelty you'll invite today. Windows for messages, windows for deep work. Boundaries make attention feel safer to release. If you overread a look, repair gently, name the guess, and ask what you missed. Most people feel relieved when assumptions are cleared. Connection gets another chance. Your energy is finite. Each scan, switch, and fix spends a little from the ledger. Plan deposits, rest, movement, food, breath. Then choose where to spend detail. When focus is deep, schedule a quick sweep. Posture, time, surroundings, then back in. It reduces misses without reopening constant scanning. Make kindness your default setting. Slower breath, softer light, fewer openings by default. Under stress, defaults carry you until choice returns. That's how the radar stays yours. Crowded rooms test your defaults. You pick one thread, breathe slower, and let side noise fade. You're choosing input, not fighting it. That's how sensitivity stays gift, not grind. Make a quick signal map. Safe corner, exit line, quiet pocket, and where your focus will rest. Knowing the terrain lowers uncertainty, so fewer random cues demand attention. Set a short focus window, with alerts off and a timer running in the background. Clear start and stop points tell your radar it can stand down for a while. A small change appears, you tag it, decide it's low stakes, and let it pass. That quick catch and release keeps bandwidth for what you truly care about. Notice your internal dial, alert, engaged, or edgy. Curiosity thrives in the middle zone. If it spikes, lengthen the exhale and shrink inputs until the needle returns. Not every puzzle needs solving tonight. You can leave some threads for your rested mind. That choice protects sleep and keeps tomorrow's noticing clear, kind, and useful. Before you start, define what good enough and done look like for this project. Finish lines stop needless tweaking, so your attention shifts to changes that matter. Place short review windows. Checkpoints for tiny course corrections, not constant monitoring. When sweeps are scheduled, your daily mind can stay present with the task at hand. When everything sounds urgent, ask which single change matters now and what can wait. Clarity saves energy and usually improves the work for everyone involved. About to fire off a sharp message? Pause, breathe, and draft without sending. Sleep on it, or check kindly tomorrow. Relationships travel farther than perfect timing. Keep a simple ratio. A little scanning, more curiosity, and regular rests. That balance lets sensitivity feed insight without sliding into watchfulness. Close the day with 1 minute. Longer exhales, one highlight, one intention for tomorrow. Tiny closures tell your radar it can stand down. You will reopen it by choice. Here's the pattern in plain terms. Sensitivity gathers detail. Experience trains scanning. Curiosity directs it. Used with choice, it protects and informs. Left unchecked, it tires you. The skill is choosing when. Give your body a signal. Breathe slowly with extended exhales. Around 6 calm breaths per minute works for many. On the last exhale, soften your gaze and choose one channel to reopen. If this sounds like you, your awareness is a strength, especially when you choose how and when to use it. Comment, "This is me," or share one small shift you'll try tonight. Subscribe for more calm tools.